Yeah, the internet's out again. I don't know what to tell you. I guess at least it didn't go out Saturday, uh, which would have been worse. No, I don't know. So we're on the phone today. And yeah, I've already called and yelled at him twice since 6 o'clock this morning. I don't know what else to do. I can't switch again. I've already, there's only two internet. There's only two options. I've tried them both now. So I don't know what else to do. They just need to get it, they got to get it fixed. It's aggravating. It's aggravating. What's up, Sam? Stingray? Austin? Georgia Tech won. I'm 1-0 versus you this season. Cash App. Did I pay you already? More than that. Do the same people that run the body shop run your internet service? No. And it's not the drywall guy either, if that's the next question. What game did we bet on? The Georgia Tech game? When did we bet? Somebody messaged me. I thought I sent that. Yeah. I thought I sent that. Who is Mason? Lou, I did my best to push you all over social media. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, Friday morning, didn't email, said to write it down. Yeah, you messaged me or commented on another stream, Mason or something. I sent that. I can't look now because the Cash App is on my phone. But I think it was yesterday or Saturday after the game. You messaged me or somebody messaged me. Who's Mason? It seems like their name was Mason. But I sent it. I can't look it up now because the Cash App is on my phone and I'm streaming from the phone because the internet is down. Did I have or am I getting confused with two different bets? Did I have a bet with you too, Mason? Can you play Game Over by Young Ace? No. Can you? So what? So it was two different bets. So Mason was the one I sent the money to. I think Austin and I both sent a bet. Both on Friday morning? Okay, that's why I'm confused then. I'll have to wait until after this show is over, though. because I can't. I'm streaming from my phone, and Cash App is on my phone. But I'll look it up, and as long as you sent the money, Austin, I'll send it back to you right after this show. I'll be able to see on Cash App where you sent it on Friday, and I'll send it to you when the show ends. Yeah, Georgia Tech straight up, no points. Yeah, I'll look on the Cash App when the show is over, and as long as you sent the money, I'll send it. I guess I got confused. There must have been two different bets on Friday. Two different bets on Friday morning, the same bet. And I know I went on there and paid one, but it must have been the Mason. FSU is dumpster water. Yeah, FSU's got problems. I'm not convinced they'll beat Boston College Monday. Good morning to everyone except Lou's internet company. Yeah, I've already called and yelled at them twice today. This is the first time I've gone live on my phone, though, from this new house. Is it working on y'all's end? It's not choppy or buffering or anything like that for y'all from streaming on the phone? Did you see your playboard views? I don't know what playboard views are. Will Pate change his ACC FSU championship pick this week? You can't change preseason picks. You can make a new pick now, but you can't go back in time and change preseason predictions. They're preseason predictions. Pate already made a new pick. He's picking Clemson now. Poor Pate, he picked Miami and FSU to make the ACC championship. I have Miami and Virginia Tech, with Miami winning. Our call time for the Clemson game is 5 a.m. They don't take y'all to Atlanta the day before, do they, Mason? That's probably why it's so early. Y'all probably get up in Athens on Saturday morning and make the drive to Atlanta, don't you? What does the team do? Does the team go to Atlanta? The team goes on Thursday or Friday, don't they? Or does the team go? I don't think the team goes Saturday morning. Yeah, y'all drive. The band goes that day. Okay, Mason's in the band, guys. For those of you that don't know, the team goes a couple. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that sucks. Y'all got to get up at 5 o'clock, but I guess you can halfway sleep on the bus. What's the what is it? A little over an hour to get from Athens to the Bends. I guess you can't look at the link using your phone. What link? Phone is good, no buffering. Okay, that's good. Yeah, like an hour, not bad. Absolutely love going to the Bends. I've only been there once, and it was for a soccer game. Took Lou Jr. to see a soccer game there a few years ago. Hey, what's up, Joe? Good morning, buddy. Yeah, if y'all just tuning in, the fucking internet's out again. So I didn't want to just not do a stream, so I figured I'd try it from my phone. I hardly ever go live from my phone anymore. But I didn't want to not do a show today. The Oregon game was super fun. Yeah, I bet it was. Beat them by 40. Go Knowles, what's up, buddy? You got some explaining to do, don't you? Shout out to you for showing up, though. You got to move about 2 feet so you can get that fan. I'm mistaken. Actually, the Florida State fans who are here a lot, all of them have showed up in the last couple of days. That I can't think of any of the FSU fans that are around here a lot that have disappeared. Now, the ones that just show up, like when I made the Florida State prediction video where I had them going 9-3 or whatever, all those, and they show up in the comment section telling me how stupid I am and all that. None of them are around. Um, but most of the Florida State fans that I can think of that are like regulars on the channel, I can't think of any that have disappeared. We'll see if any of them will call in Tuesday on the call-in show. I can't find any of them on Twitter anymore. Yeah, Twitter is a ghost town. Florida State Twitter, now that's a ghost town. But those people, I expected that over there. I expected that. Hey, what's up, Matt? Already tired of DJU. Yeah, I mean, he's the same quarterback he's been for the last 4 years. I don't know what Florida. Y'all back? The regular internet just came on. If it just buffered for y'all, that's because my phone was switching from cell phone to Wi-Fi because the regular internet's back now. But this idea that Mike Norvell is some kind of a quarterback genius or was going to mold DJ Ukulele into something that nobody else was able to do was a lie from the get-go. Mike Norvell's been at Florida State for 4 years, signed 4 full recruiting classes, and when Jordan Travis graduated at the end of last season, Mike Norvell had nobody on his roster that he trusted to play quarterback. Nobody. Where's all the quarterbacks he's signed the last 2 or 3 years that he's coached up and developed while Jordan Travis was playing that's now ready to take over? He's not there, but I mean, it's a lie. The idea that Mike Norvell is some kind of a quarterback guru is a lie. After UJ whips Clemson's ass, I'm certain Hufferbilly Paul will be here. Yeah, he will. He won't go nowhere. He likes punishment, though. He's a glutton for punishment. He enjoys it. He enjoys it. I actually like our backups this year, but they seem to never be ready, and it's frustrating. They definitely weren't ready in the Orange Bowl, buddy. I mean, most of the people who played in that Orange Bowl game started against Georgia Tech on Saturday. They're not very good. They're not very good. Would y'all have no sacks and 1 tackle for loss? And y'all been running around telling people y'all have the best defensive line in the country? I don't know what happened. I don't know if like Florida State insiders have just been lying to y'all and y'all believed it, or if y'all just got caught up in the hype of last year and just assumed it would automatically roll over to this year. But look, Florida State is a lot more TCU than they are Alabama, Georgia, or Ohio State. I mean, that's just the reality. Mike Norvell's had a losing season half the years at Florida State. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Excited to see I'm excited to see Brock Vandergrift too. Now, I hope he has a terrible game against Georgia, but I'm excited to see what Brock Vandergrift can do too. Because I liked the idea of a Brock Vandergrift type quarterback at Georgia. A big guy that can sling it and run around with a big frame that Brock Vandergrift's got the size to where you can run him. And I know anybody can get hurt on any play, but what I mean is like he's not Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett was a little bitty guy. Now, he was a really good runner, and he never got hurt, which was great. But Brock Vandergrift has more of like that KJ Jefferson frame where you can, quarterback draws between the tackles and shit like that. I was excited to see what he could do. And it didn't work out for him at Georgia, but it was just a timing issue. I mean, he was going into his 4th year. And when Carson Beck made the decision to come back, it was a foregone conclusion at that point that Brock Vandergrift was going to transfer out. I don't blame him at all. Gunnar Stockton will be better. I don't know. We'll see. He's a lot smaller than Brock Vandergrift. Did Lou catch another L from his internet? Yeah, it's back on now. But when I went to start the show today, the internet was out. Well, the internet was out when I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. Called him, yelled at him. Oh, we don't know what's going on, whatever, blah blah blah. It came on around 7, but it was only on for about 20 minutes. It went off again. I came in here at like 7:45 to start the morning show, and it was still out. So I said, fuck it, and I just did it from my phone, but it's back on now. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to end the show on my phone just to start it on the computer, but the internet is back on now. Lou, get FSU to sue your internet provider. There's a backlog of lawsuits. It would take years before Florida State ever got around to that one. Florida State is not making the playoffs. No. 0 chance. FSU can't stop embarrassing themselves. Pay Lou. Won $100 on the Pay Lou thing last week. You know what? I'll be honest. I'm just kind of dumb. I was at like 170 yesterday at like 5 in the afternoon, and I could have just walked away up 170 for the week, and the guy the guy would have had to send me $170 today. I got greedy. The game last night, the Baltimore Orioles and who were they playing? Who did the Orioles play? The Astros. The Orioles and the Astros was the Sunday night baseball game last night, and it was pretty much a pick'em. Neither team was really favored, and the over-under was at 8. So I got greedy, and I made a $70 2-bet parlay on that game. I took over 8 and the Orioles to win. Well, it went way over 8 runs, but the Orioles lost. So I could have had 170 if I would have done nothing. If that parlay would have hit, I would have had like 325. It didn't hit, so I cashed out. Cashed out this morning, up $100 for last week. But look, if anybody that gambles, winning $1 is better than losing $1. So if I won $100 every week gambling, I'd be a happy motherfucker. It's hard to sports gambling it's a coin flip. It's so hard to win money, and you're not going to win money in the long run. Period. I don't win money in the long run. Sports. I do it for fun and entertainment. That's it. I mean, you got to remember, I bet games all week long. $25 a game though. I'm not betting $100, $200 on these baseball games or even the football games that are coming up. I did bet $50 on the Georgia Tech game. I had 2 bets, $50 each on the Georgia Tech game. I had Georgia Tech plus 12 and under 55.5 points. And each of those bets were $50 bets. But, so in the course of, like, just take baseball, for example, over the course of the betting week, which is Monday to Sunday, I probably bet 25 to 30 games, but I'm only betting $25 a game. So if I bet 30 games in a week, some weeks I might go 17 and 13 and win $100 like I did this week. Some weeks I'm going to go 13 and 17 and lose $100. Like, it's ridiculous to bet 30 baseball games in a week. I don't know why I do it. But anyway. Y'all beat them by 8 last year. The key word there is beat, buddy. The key word on that is beat. Okay? I took Nevada plus 14.5 when they were winning late in the second quarter. Lost on FSU. I bet Lou wins long term. He's about 15% ahead by my count. No, I don't win. No, nobody wins long term. There is no type of betting you can do anywhere on the planet where you will win long term. unless you're a professional sports bettors win about 60% of their bets. That's it. The best sports gamblers on the planet go 6-4 on average. Now, some weeks they might go 8-2 or 10-0, and then another week they're going to go 2-8, whatever. But in the long run, the best sports bettors on the planet are hitting at a rate of about 60%. It's impossible outside of the top of the top professional sports bettors. It's impossible to make money in the long run, sports betting. Now, casual bettors, like, you make a bet with your friend on a game or something like that. Yeah, you could win 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row betting one game a week with your buddy or something. But the more games you bet on, the less likely you are to win money, period. I've been betting on football since I was 8 years old. I mean, I'm not, and I'm not going to come on here and lie and tell you how easy it is. And it's damn near impossible to win money sports betting. FSU lost on purpose to lower expectations. Yeah, right. Right. Of course they did. There's too much outside noise at Florida State. That's what it is. Here's what's wrong with Florida State: coaching, Mike Norvell, quarterback play, and too much outside noise and distractions that they weren't able to separate themselves from. That's what it is. There's too much going on in and around Florida State, and the team was not able to pigeonhole that. And it's the result is what you saw Saturday. A team that is infinitely more talented than Georgia Tech that got whipped up and down the field. The Miami-Florida game, I think, is the best game of the week. I think the Miami-Florida game and the Notre Dame Texas A&M game, I think, will be better games than the Georgia-Clemson game. I don't think Clemson's going to keep it close with Georgia. Clemson gone, beat Georgia. Okay. You won't bet $1 on that. You won't bet $1 on that. You're just a type of troll. FSU's talent gap kept the game close. It wasn't their coaching. Well, part of it was Mike Norvell. That was a terrible game plan. Running DJ Ukulele like as many times as they did doesn't make any sense. I thought it was a pretty bad game plan offensively. Georgia Tech has improved since last season, and FSU has gotten worse. Yeah, that's true. But Florida State is still more talented than Georgia Tech. Yeah, that's what I said. Mike Norvell had a terrible game. That was a terrible game plan. Terrible. The play calling was horrible. But isn't Mike Norvell his own play caller? See, that's a problem right there. That's a problem right there. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be the case. There's only one man alive that might be worse than DJ, and he plays UGA on Saturday. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Clemson fans have been telling Florida State fans all offseason, I don't know why y'all think DJ is going to be good. We've seen him play, and he's not any good. Well, we've seen Cade Klubnik play, too. This is his third year at Clemson. Wouldn't this be Klubnik's third year? I mean, this guy's not going to suddenly become a superstar. Sorry, Cade Klubnik's not very good. And the Clemson fans know that deep down, just like Florida State fans knew that about DJ Ukulele. But in the offseason, there's no factual information that can happen in the offseason that can push back against delusion. You have to have the season start in order for reality to wash away the delusion. And that will happen with Clemson fans and Cade Klubnik as soon as their season starts, just like it happened with Florida State and DJ as soon as their season started. Cade Klubnik is not a good quarterback, and he's not going to be a good quarterback this year. Ceilings are irrelevant. DJ was the #2 player in the country the year he came out, the #1 quarterback, and he's not any good. So his ceiling, his potential was through the roof. Same thing with Cade Klubnik. They're not any good. They're just not any good. I wonder what Jamie Newman is doing these days. I have no idea. I don't even think he ever even made it onto an NFL roster. Yeah, I looked it up yesterday out of curiosity because I couldn't remember. And if I remember right from what I saw yesterday, DJ was the #2 player in the country coming out of high school and the #1 quarterback. So who do you think is better? Better than who? Better than DJ UncleLou? I mean, it's a never-ending list as far as who's better than him. He's terrible, dude. You knew he would go Knowles. You can admit it now because we've all seen it. You knew he was terrible. You clowned him for 2 years at Clemson. You clowned him last year at Oregon State. Putting a Florida State helmet on him wasn't going to change him. You knew, but it was the offseason, so you had to see it. Now you've seen it. The guy, he's not any good. You know he's not any good. So in Lucky Charms, damn. Oh, who's better between DJ and Klubnik? God. You know, it's close. You know who else has potential? Go Knowles. You know who else has a bunch of potential? Marvin Jones. How'd he do on Saturday? How'd Marvin Jones Jr. do on Saturday? DJ was good in high school. Yeah, he has one half of the Boston College game, and I'm wanting to start Brock. Marvin Jones played like shit. Damn, I hate to hear that. What happened to what about the other guy, Peyton Parker or Peyton Presley or what Parker, whatever the fuck, Patrick Peyton or Peyton Preston or Preston Paisley. I'm surprised DJ was even good in high school. Can we get an old school yell at customer service internet edition video? Mike Norvell needs to get better at play calling. He needs to not call plays. If Mike Norvell wants to be a play caller, then step down and be an offensive coordinator. How many times do we have to see these idiot head coaches that think they can outsmart the room by being their own offensive coordinator? How many times? How many times do we have to see that? I mean, could somebody tell me the last national champion head coach who called his own plays? Where? When? I don't understand. These schools shouldn't allow it. It's the athletic director's fault. They should not allow it. Spurrier. Okay, so 30 years ago? Saban knew better than... Yeah, I don't understand this. Saban doesn't call his own defensive plays. Kirby Smart doesn't call his own defensive plays. But somehow Mike fucking Norvell and Goose Malzoon and Jimbo Fisher think they've reinvented the wheel? Give me a fucking break. Nobody played good for Florida State outside of your field goal kicker. Bro, y'all's right tackle, I'm not trolling or bullshitting you. Florida State's right tackle might be the worst offensive lineman I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. Where did he come from? Is he a transfer? Is he a true freshman that's figuring it out? I have no idea. I don't know who he is or anything, but my God, Florida State's right tackle is a turnstile. I don't know if I've ever seen an offensive lineman that bad at a major program in college football. That was horrendous. You might as well play with 4 offensive linemen. He's that bad. He's horrible. Yeah, Kiffin calls his own plays. No division titles, no conference titles, never made the playoffs, never won a playoff game. That's a great example. Thank you. FSU wide receivers couldn't get open, question mark. Does it matter? They don't have anybody that can throw them the ball. Oh, you got to give Brent Key his props. I mean, he took. I think you're making it up.
Yeah, lights white.
Yeah. Not recovering a fumble that's literally at your feet. FSU is hot garbage. The head coach #1 responsibility to get the team ready before the game. Florida State's got problems, man. They got problems. Let me pull their schedule up. I mean, they'll probably beat Boston College, but boy, my confidence level is way down on that now. FSU's football schedule. All right, let's see. They'll probably beat Boston College at home. Memphis, though? Hey, how mad are Florida State fans going to be if Mike Norvell loses to his previous Group of 5 team, Memphis? Cal at home, you'll probably beat Cal. At SMU, boy, they look terrible too. So, yeah, you'll probably win that one. But Clemson, I don't know. We'll see what Clemson looks like this week. At Duke, at Miami, home against North Carolina, at Notre Dame. Y'all might lose to Florida, bruh. Florida State might go 7-5. They might go 7-5. If Clemson loses to the band of circus clowns this year, I may go postal. Lou, you said it's the same FSU team that played UGA, is the same FSU team that played Tech. FSU fans shouldn't be surprised. Not going to lie, we might lose to Clemson. Yeah, Clemson, Miami, Florida, Notre Dame, SMU, Duke. These are all teams that could beat you. Over under 1.5 passing touchdowns in the Clemson Florida State game. Under. I'll take the under. Almighty. Well, that's 2 terrible quarterbacks in that one, ain't it? Yeah, I'll tell you, I got to take the under there. Yeah, Josh Heupel's great with quarterbacks. Are you concerned about Georgia's running back room with ETN and Roger Robinson possibly out? Why is ETN out? I know. Actually, it's not. Isn't it? It's not Roger Robinson, isn't it? Branson Robinson. One of the Robinsons had to have surgery on his turf toe. Which, by the way, what the fuck is turf toe? But I don't. I don't know why is ETN out. I haven't heard that. I know one of the Robinsons is out. It's Roderick. Okay, he's the one that has surgery for the turf toe. So Branson Robinson's playing. ETN will play. What would ETN be out for? No, ETN's charges got dropped. They can't suspend ETN. That would set a horrible example. They can't suspend ETN. No. That would be no. And I'm all for suspending these players that get convicted of a driving thing, but his charges got dropped. You can't. That's a horrible precedent to set. Suspending players who are charged with something, but then the charges are dropped, and you're going to suspend them anyway? No, that's terrible. Now, if the case hasn't been concluded yet and you want to suspend him, okay. Or if he's been found guilty, okay. But if the court has come in and dropped the charges, no, you can't suspend somebody under that. Surgery for a sprained toe is wild. Yeah. DJ Oogabadoog's terrible. He's terrible. I don't know why, but I like this format. But didn't Smile Munden's charges get dropped too? How's Carson Beck going to win the Heisman with no wide receivers and no wide receivers? Boy, I don't know what's dumber, saying Georgia doesn't have any running backs or wide receivers, or thinking Florida State was going to be good this year. I don't know what's dumber. Yeah, the DUI was dropped, so he shouldn't be suspended. Cam Newton won the Heisman with no team. Munden's charges were dropped. ETN's charges were reduced. Apparently, Nate Frazier has looked amazing this offseason. Yeah, I keep hearing about him too, but I don't put no faith in that shit. I mean, Florida State fans have been told for 3 months how awesome everybody on their team looks in practice. So I don't believe these practice report bullshit. Now, it doesn't mean I think Nate Frazier is going to be bad. It just means I don't believe it until I see it myself. UJ is the top of the mountain. Yeah. Cash Jones. I think we'll see a lot less of Cash Jones this year than we did last year. The Deion Circus is going to lose to North Dakota State. They could. That would be another, like, we've been talking for weeks about how funny it would be if somehow Florida State lost their first game of the year to Georgia Tech. Well, they did. And the other, like, super funny possibility for early in the season would be Colorado losing to North Dakota State. So maybe we'll go 2 for 2 with the point and laughs on that. We'll see. What time is their game on Saturday? Let me look up the schedule of games. I know you got Georgia Clemson at noon, Miami Florida at 3:30, Texas A&M Notre Dame at prime time. But let's see about some of these other games on Saturday schedule. Saturday. All right, where the fuck is Colorado? That's a home game for Colorado, right? It's got to be. No way they're dumb enough to play them there. I don't know. You can't put anything past Colorado, though. What conference are they in now? The Big 12? Fucking Colorado. They play Thursday on ESPN at 8 o'clock. So. Damn, so we're 3 days away from that. Let's go. Colorado, North Dakota State. Sounds like a live stream to me. Sounds like a live stream to me. North Dakota State and the points. Let's see what the spread is on that one. Football, college foosball matchups. Well, maybe. There we go. College football. Why is it not on here? Thursday, August 29th. Damn, BetUS doesn't even have that game. That's poverty. I'm gonna message my BetUS guy about that. That's ridiculous. BetUS doesn't even have that game. Might be a Fox game. If you're talking about Colorado, it's on ESPN. The Colorado North Dakota State game's on ESPN Thursday night. If that's the game you're talking about. I'm going to send this BetUS guy a message about this Colorado game. That's ridiculous. They don't have the Colorado game on there. Took a power nap. Colorado and over is a whale play. However, Billy Paul, how confident are you in Clemson's chances against UGA? Oh, he's not confident at all. He's not confident at all. Breaking news. FSU sues airline for turbulence. Man. How many sports books do you have? 2. I've got one online sports book, BetUS, who sponsors the channel. Well, not this channel. They sponsor my regular channel. BetUS is the only online sports book I use. And then I do have an actual local, old school human being bookie. North Dakota State at +8 about a month ago. I just messaged my BetUS guy. I don't know if maybe they don't offer FCS games on BetUS. I don't know, but Colorado is the most bet on team in the country. Not having that game on there is a fail. It's a giant L for BetUS. Y'all talking about when Tennessee and Pitt played a couple of years ago? What year was that? 2022? Was that 2022? Tennessee was a 6-point favorite. Tennessee was favored by 6. Tennessee was favored by 6 in that one. Is that the one they won in overtime? Is that the game they won in overtime? I think it was. Tennessee making the Natty. A baseball season ended a couple of months ago, dude. Will White Tonto transfer out of FSU? Not willingly. He may be relocated. North Dakota State has upset plenty of Power 5 teams. Have they, though? FCS wins versus FBS teams all time. North Dakota State. The last Power 5 team they beat was Iowa in 2016. They beat Iowa State in 2014. Kansas State in 2013. Colorado State, they're not Power 5 though. They beat Minnesota in 2011. They beat Kansas 6-3 in 2010. That looks like it. What's the biggest upset in college football? Well, I think it depends on how you define it. If you're talking about like by point spread, the biggest upset in college football history by point spread. Here we go. Howard beat UNLV as a 45-point underdog. Stanford beat Southern. That was in 2017, by the way. Howard beat UNLV as a 45-point underdog. Stanford in 2007, Stanford beat Southern Cal as a 40-point underdog. Also in 2007, remember how weird the 2007 college football season was? Syracuse was a 37-point underdog and beat Louisville. 1998. 1998. Temple was a 35-point underdog and beat Virginia Tech. 2012, Texas State was a 35-point underdog and beat Houston. 2000, Central Michigan was a 34-point underdog and beat Western Michigan. 2017, Liberty was a 34-point underdog and beat Baylor. 2010, James Madison was a 33-point underdog and beat Virginia Tech. 2007, App State was a 33-point underdog and beat Michigan. Everybody remembers that one. 2021, UL Monroe was a 32-point underdog and beat Liberty. That's the 10 biggest upsets in college football history by point spread. Biggest upset was ULM over Bama. No, not even top 10. You got to remember, Bama was garbage then. Bama was a 7-5 team or whatever. Bama wasn't good in 2007 at all. You betting the over on the spread for the Clemson game, Lou? I haven't even looked at the point total for that one. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I already have a bet on I already have a bet on Georgia laying the points. Let's see. Let's see what the point total is. Over under 49. The last time these two teams played, they scored 13 total points. 49 is pretty low for college football, though. I'd take the under. I'd take the under. No, Clemson was probably a 2-touchdown favorite or so over Duke last year, if I had to guess. Let's look it up. 12.5. Clemson was a 12.5 point favorite. Yeah, the Bama that lost to Louisiana Monroe is not the Bama we know now. I mean, Bama was bad for a long time until 2008. That's when they started. That's when they turned it around. But Bama was bad from basically 1995 to 2007. Duke won by 21. Yeah, 28-7 was the score of that Duke Clemson game. What other games do you have bets on? The football games so far that I have bets on are, where is it? What am I looking for? Right there. All right. The pending bets. All right. Pending bets on BetUS. I've got Georgia minus 14. I've got James Madison minus 7. I've got Miami minus 2. I've got Notre Dame plus 2.5. I've got Southern Cal plus 6 and Texas minus 4. Those are the bets I've already placed for college football. Yeah, I won't be making any Little League World Series videos, unfortunately. I remember when Dan Mullen had Florida players dancing after allowing 50 to Sanford. Yeah, I remember that too. Lou, are you betting on North Dakota State, Colorado? Maybe. BetUS doesn't have that game, so if I do that, I'll have to do that with my local guy. Let me see if it's. Let me see if my local guy has it. I bet he does. Football, NCAA, Colorado. You gotta be kidding. Why do these... So the game is the 29th, right? It's not on here either. It's not on, it's not, my local guy doesn't have it, and BetUS doesn't have it. Not that I see. That game's on Thursday, the 29th. Yeah, I don't see it on here. I don't understand that. If you're a sports betting site and you're not allowing betting on Colorado games, you're fucking retarded. Colorado is the most bet on team in the country right now. I don't understand that. Maybe they don't have a good lead on that game. It doesn't. That doesn't have anything to do with it. They set the number and they adjust it up and down based on how people bet, so they make money either way. That's why there's juice. That's why when you bet $100, you only win 90. They make money either way. Yeah, it is easy money given up by the betting services. And you got to remember, one of the dumbest groups of people in all of college football are Deion Sanders fans. Colorado has more bets to win the national title than any other team in the country, period. Now, not more money, but the number of bets. There have been more bets placed on Colorado to win the national title than any one other team. And it's all these Deion idiots betting $5 on Colorado to win the Natty. I mean, these people are, as a group, are retarded. Not offering the Colorado game is a stupid fucking move. Would you take the spread against Colorado? I don't know what the spread. I can't bet it. I have two different betting services, and neither one has the Colorado game. So I don't even know what the spread is or would be. So I can't answer that question. I've already looked. I don't have it on here. So I mean, it is what it is. All right, hold on. I got a message back from BetUS that says that game is available. It's in the section titled College Football Extra. Why? I don't know why you would think they would make it easy to bet on games. All right, yeah, they do have it. I don't know why. Yeah, they got it. Colorado's a 9-point favorite. The over-under is 58.5. Colorado's a 9-point favorite, and the over-under is 58.5. I think Colorado wins and covers. Yeah. Shedeur Sanders will throw for 500 yards in this game. I think Colorado wins and covers. I'll probably take Colorado. Lou sounds like Celine's keyboard. Well, my phone is literally, the phone is literally sitting right next to the keyboard. That's why it sounds so loud. I just messaged this Bet US guy back. I mean, this is. So I messaged him earlier and I said, am I looking in the wrong place? Why is the Colorado North Dakota State game not on Bet US? And if it's not on there, why not? He messaged back and he said, yes, the lines are available on the site in the section titled College Football Extra. I messaged him back. I said, okay, I found it, but why is it separated? People are asking, saying they can't find the game on there. Making it hard to find seems counterintuitive. Why would you? I don't know. Whatever. North Dakota State going to make people money? I don't know. If I bet that game, I'm going to take Colorado. I mean, I obviously hope North Dakota State wins because it would be great for the channel. But I can't bet that way. I've got to try to be logical about it. And I don't think North Dakota State has the skill players. You have to remember, where Colorado loses is along the lines of scrimmage and depth against other Power 5 opponents. North Dakota State does not have the skill players on the outside, offensively or defensively, to keep up with Colorado. They don't. They don't. Now, North Dakota State may run for 300 yards on Colorado, but I think Colorado wins the game. Yeah, Oklahoma State big over South Dakota State. Do you think it's wrong that Texas A&M is favored over Notre Dame? Yes. I took Notre Dame in that game. Being favored by 9.5 against an FCS team is extremely low. Extremely low. Pass schedules. The last time North Dakota State played a Power 5 team, they played Arizona in 2022. Arizona in 2022 was a 5-win team. One of those 5 wins was against North Dakota State. Notre Dame is a top 5 caliber team in the country. A&M isn't even top 5 caliber in their conference. This is a must-win game for Notre Dame. If Notre Dame loses this game, they're not making the playoffs. Period. Because, like Notre Dame man said, Texas A&M's not even one of the best 5 or 6 teams in the SEC. So when it gets to the end of the season, and they're trying to figure out who to put in the playoffs and who to leave out. If Notre Dame's sitting there at 11-1 or 10-2, and one of those losses is to the sixth best team in the SEC, and they got to decide between putting in Notre Dame at 10-2 with a loss to a terrible Texas A&M team, or putting in a fourth SEC team at 10-2, who do you think they're going to put in? Notre Dame's got to win that Texas A&M game. Texas A&M's not great. Notre Dame by 17. I don't know if they'll win by that much, and they don't have to. But they have to win. They can win by 1 point, but they have to win that game. They have to win that game. Super chat. Nicholas Tylenol. I'm sorry I missed this earlier. He says, I call Mike Norvell white prime because people say he's elite, but he has no idea what he's doing. White prime. That Seminole Indian is definitely crying now. Yeah. Northwestern is only a 2.5-point favorite against Miami of Ohio. Now that is low. Yeah, and Northwestern was a good team last year. Didn't they win 8 games? I think they won 8 games last year. Georgia's a 13.5-point favorite over Clemson. Yeah. Mike Norvell live and die by the transfer portal. Yes. Yes. And this weekend, it was die. They died via ukulele out of the transfer portal. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Sorry again for the weird stream this morning. My internet was out when I got ready to start the morning show today. It's back on now, but when I got ready to start the show this morning, the internet was out. So it was either don't do it or try to see if I could do it from my phone, and so that's how we ended up this way. But Lunch Money Show tonight at 10 p.m. with me. I think Pigskin Pete will be on tonight. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain. I think he's gonna come on tonight. Yeah, that's tonight. That's tonight at 10. So I'll see y'all over there, and I'll have a video up for you this afternoon. Y'all enjoy your Monday, and have a good one.